Okay, let's crawl along the side of the Knight Errant then. Remember, I am still electricity proof, so that's not an issue. Let's see if we can disable the rest of these
Turret
guns.
active. Be careful.
Oh, turret active where? Okay, there's the turret. Now, where's the control panel? Also, electronics. Handy. Oh. Live and angry turrets over there. Is that an active panel? No, it isn't. Okay. I am pushing my luck somewhat here. Oh. Back up, back up, back up. I don't see control panels for those turrets. Okay, let's head back. Tank the oxygen before I push my luck any further. There's got to be a way inside this thing. Preferably one that doesn't involve getting shot to pieces. Okay. There we go. Right. Simple way to do that, of course, would probably just be to head inside it.
Be careful.
Okay. Right. Dive, dive, dive! Okay. Turret there, turret there. Control panel? Control panel? Hello, control panel? No. I don't see a control panel for this turret. Ah. There we go. Oh, there you go. Seek and ye shall find. Okay. Turret is off. Of course, the other turrets are still very firmly on. So hit the burners. You know what? Pull the handy scrapper. We'll smash these while we're here. If I can get some more batteries, that will save a lot of mucking about. Well, a handy scrapper's got its uses, and you know, we'll just take that. Never hurts to have a spare set of charges on this thing. What have we got? Plating, plastic. Could really use some batteries right about now. Okay, still good. Lights off. Through the electricity, swing over. Refill the oxygen again, and let's figure out which turret we disabled. Maybe we got a twofer, you never know. There we go. Okay, so turret on that section is now off, which means I am now clear to explore this section without getting riddled by ooh. Yike. Not a good way to go. Probably quick, but not a good way to go. Well, I'm sure there are any good ways to go, really. Light bulb, wire, plastic, rather sizzled guy. What's this? Breathedge ad. The newest sensational commercial. Why is it released on videotape? Who buys it? Beats me. And the winner! The last Cosmovision song con... Why has it got an artificial foot? Okay, we can extract some more rubber there. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to basically crawl our way across the Knight Errant, disabling the turrets as we go. There are probably easier ways to do this, but at least I get to pick some electronics up along the way. Unless the inventory is full, in which case I will not be picking up electronics along the way and will instead be littering the pristine space of this area with them instead. Apparently I am a bad person. I don't know, am I? I dare say the environmental movement would label me as an utter monster. So, oxygen tank once again, and yes, thank you. I am aware that I have pushed the resource capabilities of my base past perhaps what I should have done. I may have to go and repair that later. Right, so turret there. If I track to the left, well, track to the right, then I can cut in behind this. Now, based on what we've seen so far, there should be a control module around here somewhere. Possibly dangerously somewhere, but somewhere. Let's go crawl over and have a look. Oh, it's not there, however. Hello, defense grid? Are you a happy defense grid? Are you a peaceful defense grid? Are you not going to try to shoot my head? Oh, it's there? Yeesh. Okay. Why is it there? What idiot put their turret switch off module directly in the turret's line of fire? This is horrible. Can I do this without getting shot in the face? I'm thinking the answer may in fact be that I cannot do this without getting shot in the face. I suppose that is the option if I go back and make an EMP grenade. Disable the turret temporarily and then use that window of opportunity to try to get across and hit the console module. Why couldn't they have just put the control panel in a sensible place? I suppose the argument was that anyone with a military pass would have had the necessary clearance to get to the turret and disable it without in fact being shot in the face. Right, I need a... Well, first things first, I actually need to remember I parked the bike. There it is. Then I need to head back, tank up my oxygen, and go and figure out what I need to, 1, repair the base, and 2, well, let's be honest here, build an EMP grenade so we can disable the turret, so we can get to the turret control panel, so we can permanently disable the turret without being shot in the face. Fatally or non-fatally, I honestly don't wish to find out which it is. Yes, I am aware of that, thank you. Right, hit brakes. Tank up. Now, what do we need here? Equipment. Tools. Well, there's nothing I can build that's of much use here. Some aluminium would come in handy at some point. Resources, items, fuel. Don't really have a use for that at the moment. I think the bike is still fine. Let's quickly chug some food and some water. And then let's head back to the base and find out just how many holes I've accidentally poked in my home sweet home while I've been away. And also pick up some beef cans and make an EMP grenade or 2. Or possibly... Actually, I think I've only got the option to make for 1. This could be interesting since I have no idea what the active range on those things is. Well, we're going to find out. Also, I should pick up some lead, except I'm... Oh no, I have got some inventory space. Come on, go, 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 go. I'm going to have to build some hull reinforcements, stop the modules falling to pieces. Luckily, oxygen's not a concern here, so I can just saunter right back, dock the transport module, fix the base, I hope, and then reinforce it. In order to make all that work, I am probably going to need quite a bit of lead. So, hand me one handy scrapper. Commence the breaking of lead plate. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And 4 should be enough. Well, if it isn't, I can always come back. I don't think it's that much of an issue on the break chance, honestly. It's more of a temporary thing. I just had a thought. I'm going to build the thermal suit as well. I'm going to paint. So, grab the drill. Okay. Grab enough to make 2 shots, I think. Ah, inventory's full. What don't I need? Let's be honest here. The Zazwan manual I've read. The glass I definitely don't need. I wasn't going to be drinking from it, so that'll cover that. Perfect. Right, we have got some paint. We have got some lead. Let's head back to the base, figure out exactly how badly I violated my home insurance policy, then patch it all up before the Homeowners Association and all the landlord notices. What? It's space. I have no doubt that at some point the Breathedge Corporation is going to insist that they own everything that I made from, let's face it, their resources, their plans, and while I was wearing one of their suits. Which could get moderately tricky. Okay, so exit here. Hope that this still works. Okay, we are pressurized kind of in here. I mean, we have a few unnecessary holes, but that's just the perils of space, isn't it? Which is why I'm actually looking for a way to quickly put in some hull reinforcements. Here we are. Right, so let's see. I want to reinforce. You'll do for starters. And break chance 20%. Let's put another reinforcement in here. And I'm out of lead. On the bright side, gum. I need chewing gum. Well, it's not a huge problem, I hope. Well, the atmosphere generator's keeping up mostly, isn't it? Breach chance 5%, energy plus 5. Yeah, we're good, we're fine. Oh, wait, I used all my lead, didn't I? Processor, what do I need while I'm here to make the thermal suit? One shot lead paint, and then 4 shots of aluminium. I actually have some spare lead paint. I don't think I do. Also, cano beef. I need to work out how to make that EMP grenade, don't I? First aid kit would not hurt to have either. And electronics. Okay, let's have a look at the production options for an EMP grenade. Tools, beef grenade. I need an inductor. Okay. Resources, composite resources, which means I need some plastic. I have over here. I can just dump the electronics. Grab the plastic. Back onto the processor. Resources, composites, inductor. Prod, prod, poke, poke, prod. And then remember that I actually had an inductor lying over here. Well, huzzah, look at it this way, I can make 2 beef grenades. What? This was cunning plan. I now have a spare in case something goes wrong. Items, tools, EMP grenade, battery, can of beef, and inductor. Wait, no, I've got no batteries, have I? Okay, so we now have a way of, hopefully, disabling the EMP. Well, disabling the turret with an EMP, and then proceeding to basically switch it off before it recovers. Of course, if it recovers a bit more quickly than I anticipated, then this will get very, very messy. Also, oh good, I do have lead paint. Perfect. I also have alkali, plastic. Do I have any spare metal? Don't think I do, but equipment, tools. Right, I need the beef, I need a battery. Resources, composites, battery, because metal and alkali. In fact, I can make 2. There we go. Now the next thing I need is some more beef, which I have here. Add here. There we go. Can of beef. Oxygen generator I don't need. I'm not really using those stations anymore. Some bribes, some wiring. Anyone would think I'd plan that. Okay, tools. EMP grenade number 2. Right. Comrades, we have spares. Perfect. We also just need some aluminium in order to make the engineering suit so I can venture into the hot zones without getting, well, toasted. Let's be honest here. However, for the moment, we're going to dump all the resin and the paint and the construction kits and the fabric and the refined metal and, in fact, everything that I don't immediately need as we head back to the absolute death trap that is an angry turret and a possible rendezvous with Destiny. Or at least the Grim Reaper. One or the other. Who knows? So, here we are, back once again with the Renegade turret. Although, technically, I don't think it is actually Renegade. I have an EMP grenade ready to go. The plan is now very simple. I am going to inch my way out. In fact, I'm going to burn over here just briefly, because what I should then be able to do is quietly poke my way to one side. Brakes. And throw an EMP grenade. Okay. EMP took effect. Get in, get in, get in. This is meant to work. Oh, right. It exploded the turret. Huzzah! What's... Ooh! Hooray! That's how we do it. That's where we get the discharge cells. That makes life so much simpler. The solution to the problem was literally right in front of me. And trying to shoot me in the face, but that's besides the point. Right. We've got a bunch of turrets to scavenge, haven't we? Go! Go, 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 go. There should be a discharge cell on each of these weapons. And with it, we can, let's be honest here, shoot a very large reactor core in the face. Hopefully that will permanently disable these weapons, but I have no idea if that's actually going to be recognised by the game or not. So, 1, 2... Can I get to any others from here? Yes, I knocked out another one over here, didn't I? Forwards, forwards, forwards. So, not only have I made the turret a safer place for me, I have successfully ensured that I can get myself the ammunition I need to properly power up the Knight Errant and thereby blast the reactor core. Something that is totally not going to result in my horrific demise. Also, I am running out of oxygen again. Excuse me. Luckily, my suit burner incorporates enough oxygen that I can probably get back to the Knight Errant's oxygen station before I, in fact, run out of air and suffocate. Like so. There was never any doubt this would be a safe maneuver that would result in my survival. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. Positively no doubt. I should turn my torch off. The battery does take some time to recharge. Not today, ominous music. Not today. Okay. Back we go. So... turrets approximately disabled. I'm not sure how many of these cells I need in order to actually power the Knight Errant. I suspect 5. And I've got, what, 3 so far? 4? Right, where's the disable option on this? It's over, it's around there. Hello, turrets. Hello, control console. Hello, I'm trying not to die. Just a little... Oh, there we go, and... yoink! Got it. Okay, creep over this way, because I'm pretty sure I heard a second turret go active on me. Between Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more discharge cell to grab. It's very, very tempting to just do it with an EMP grenade, but I've got an disabled turret over here, so if I just grab the cell from that one, we're good. Also, just remember that there are still some active turrets around here, despite me having discovered the secret of Nîmes, or actually, no, that isn't the secret of Nîmes at all. It's the secret of how not to get shot. Granted, a fairly significant secret, but not quite as epoch-making as the secret of Nîmes. Like that. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Gotcha. Okay, so there's where we need to be. We'll just trundle down to this discharge cell, grab it, recharge, and then proceed to reload the Knight Errant. Of course, this does mean that I will be attempting to reload the Knight Errant while I am inside the gun's main barrel. Is this a smart thing to do? Oh, what am I kidding? It's not a smart thing to do at all. Oh well, the good news is that the fire control is over here, and I absolutely positively wouldn't mess with the control circuit while I was in the barrel. There's absolutely no way that could happen at all. Whatsoever. It is utterly safe. There is no way at all in which the biggest energy weapon I have ever seen could possibly blow me up. Honest. Right, install discharge cell. Huzzah.
Second discharge cell installed.
Perfect.
I hope it doesn't start firing right away once you fixed it.
I'm trying not to think about that. Okay, number 4.
Only one left.
Yeah.
And we're done. I might be wrong, but is Knight Errant preparing to shoot?
Yes, yes it is. I am not in the barrel, thankfully.
No, it's not. But I'm starting to understand why you repaired this weapon. I'd like to warn you that shooting from it is pure madness. Therefore, I strongly recommend not to come near Knight Errant's manual control panel, take the joystick in your hand, direct the weapon at the debris, and press the fire button. Knight Errant is in running order.
Perfect. Thank you for your advice, by the way.
Yes, I had exactly the same idea. Knight Errant must break through the airlock's armor, damaging the latching mechanism. Try aiming and shooting at the lower latch so as not to damage the module. Seems like you only have one shot before the weapon's batteries go completely flat.
Oh, terrific. Also, I am not controlling this. Hello,
I'm
baby.
not sure this is a good time to comment, but the shot didn't go well. Although you did damage the armor for sure, together with half the equipment.
Well, that's one way to open a door. Also, it turns out that firing a energy weapon over open sites, or in this case, no sites at all, is not recommended. On the bright side, I have no idea what we did that is in any way useful in there. Okay, let's go and get the bike, go and take a look, and hopefully see if we can scrounge something useful out of that, such as a way of lowering the radiation. I must admit that was not what I expected to have happen. I honestly thought that I was going to just fire it into the reactor core. But hey, that's what I get for making assumptions, isn't it? Right, so having opened the reactor somewhat, or at least opened a way into the module, I hope. Come on, there's got to be a way of doing this. Let's just poke our way up and in, have a quick look. Oh, you look interesting. Oh, you look very interesting.
With such damage, we won't be able to control the core remotely, but we can use the core protection protocol and open additional cooling valves in the liner. For that, find the central panel and try to guess the 9-digit password.
Of course. Well, that's only 36 to the 9th possible combinations. What could possibly go wrong with such a plan? Okay, gravity on, oxygen on. Lighting somewhat dubious. Chicken, do your stuff. Right. We have resin, we have refined metal, we have other things. feel a sudden urge to prep my EMP grenade. Okay. So far, there are no creepy jump scares. There are absolutely no creepy jump scares to be had in here. This is Breathedge. This is safe. There is no reason why they'd be handing me a first aid kit unless there was some reason I would need it. Oh, hello, garbage box. Also, another oxygen candle. Also, apparently some people who died while contemplating their morning coffee. I must admit, Mondays can be awkward.
A detailed plan of the habitation module.
Thank you. I think I've already scanned that, but you know what? Ah, medium habitation module. Perfect. Wait, I already have the large one. What would I need the medium one for? Okay. Also, chewing gum. Hi. I don't know what happened to you, but wow, that coffee must have been really bad. Hello, garbage bots. Excuse me, garbage bots. Don't mind me, garbage bots. Absolutely nothing nefarious going on in here, garbage bots. Coffin with love. Yes, absolutely. Right, further onwards we go. Okay. He would appear to be harmless. Chicken, I need you. There we go. Let's keep pushing this forwards. Okay, we have another bit of the rocket vacuum cleaner. Slightly, dubious, but hey, at least I can make one now if I need to.
This fake console, assembled literally from different pieces of trash, refutes the statements of its manufacturers about the impossibility of repairing their device by rule of thumb due to its incredible complexity.
What? Ah, the Extendo Slim Edition. Terrific. Now we too can play Mortal Wombat.
Most likely the passenger died because of a harmless toy that clogged the air outflow. Sometimes a
What?
dust collector is still worth cleaning, although this leads to interesting design solutions.
Yes. Why would he... How did he... What happened? You know what? I don't want to know the answer to any of those questions, so I'm not even going to ask them. Okay. Oh, gravity's out,
Automatic
and...
maintenance team. I wouldn't touch them unless necessary.
Okay, so they are not in fact angry security droids that will be trying to fry, burn, or otherwise mutilate me. Also, I'm wearing the electricity suit, so that's not an issue either. Electrical control unit. Ha. Huh. Okay, well, I am wearing the electrical suit, so I should be able to get through here without getting relentlessly fried to a crisp. Although that didn't actually accomplish very much, did it? Resin, resin... Okay, limited use there. Door. Non-worky door. Okay, let's try up here. Danger. Some gas leakage, the doors are locked. This is probably a dumb thing to do, but let's do it. Hello, bots? Oh. You're going to be a problem, aren't you? Right, excuse me. Let's give you that. And then give you that. Bots, go and repair stuff. Come on. You're meant to be distracted and repairing things. Well, that
This
seems
must
to
be
have
the central
worked.
panel.
Perfect. Now all I have to do is guess the 9-digit combination code. Yeah.
Someone liked to break lamps because it doesn't look a bit like repair work.
Yay! Right. Can I do anything here? Hopefully the password will be something ridiculous.
On the first try. That was easy.
Hooray! Oh yes.
You unable to lie. You could not just do something and not break something. Tell truth. Confirm.
Ah.
I suspect that the panel is a bit out of order, but judging by the sensors, an undocumented passage was hidden under it.
For those of you who didn't watch the starting, yes, that was the coffin robot mafia. Look, it makes sense. However, that we have a hidden passage, an undocumented hidden passage. The
There's
secret
no information about these rooms.
of
Something happened here, although you've probably already noticed it.
Yeah. This looks unpleasant. This looks firefight grade unpleasant. It looks like a molten blaster, to be perfectly honest. Oh,
The cause of death is a blunt injury to the head.
really? And the
It's
cause of
definitely
death
one
here?
of the Breathedge agency coffins, but its ID is missing in my database.
Classified fragment. Will not be used even with such advantage. When creating core use, etc., etc. We are on the verge of discovering a hyperspace engine. The liner unnamed should successfully pass the field test and give us an answer about the stability of the core. We are sure that this success... Oh. So the core of the liner was in fact a hyperdrive that was a teensy tiny bit experimental. Just a teensy tiny little bit experimental, and yeah. Whoops, that would explain why the robot coffin mafia were suddenly interested
Looks
in
like
this
you're not the
place.
only one who's fond of destroying important equipment. Now I can't even connect to this panel. What's left now is to break the rest of the stuff around here, and there's a chance that this will activate some core protection protocol. Or, alternatively, kill someone in this room.
There's only one person in this room to kill, but okay. Let's break stuff. You know, it's going to be easier just to toss a grenade, isn't it? Heads! Well, that worked. Unfortunately, it did not work nearly as well as I was hoping it would. I'm going to need a lot of capacity for destruction here. This is where it'd be really, really handy to have something like, oh, I don't know. A blaster? Yeah, this is inefficient, to say the least. Has anybody got a blaster? Or better yet, a large pile of grenades? Right. I am going to need some way of breaking stuff. Chicken! There we go. Did anybody have a blaster? No? No? Fine. Well, I've used my last EMP grenade. I'm going to have to head back, make a couple of handy scrappers, and then basically start blowing stuff up. Great. Perfect. Luckily, the automatic maintenance team don't seem too annoyed by this realization. Ideally, I'd have somewhere that had a... No. Come on. Off. There we go. Is this going to open? No. Pity. Fine. Well, back out. Find a
A detailed plan
processor.
of the service module.
Thank you. You know what? If nothing else, just to stop you bugging me about it every time I walk past. There we go. Right, so 3 handy scrappers and a spare later. Console broken. More stuff broken. All that's left is to smash this generator and then hope for the best.
A decrease in the core's activity detected. It looks like you were able to start the protection protocol, although
Hooray!
the ship's documentation says it's only possible. It looks like we've done the task. The sensors detect a significant decrease in radiation. Unfortunately, so much debris got into the core that we now have even less time before it destabilizes. I recommend exploring new areas in search of means to survive and return to the inhabited sectors of space.
Hooray! Also, how do we end up in Chapter 4?
By the way, did you notice that you've passed the 3rd chapter? I think I forgot to display the text about it. We cannot deny the fact that Green Universe was involved in the crash of the liner, but some details in their behavior and death don't correspond to the modus operandi of the attack. Unfortunately, it's still impossible to track the location of your interlocutor by the incoming signal. She's probably too far away, and the core's activity interferes with the suit's sensors.
Oh, goody. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for Breathedge Chapters 2 and 3. Apparently completely by accident, there are many things still left to enforce. I have to find the Zaz 1, or at least the remaining parts of it. We have to try to get to the Normandy, which I suspect is a red herring at this point, or at least waiting on Chapter 4. And there is still the mystery of Green Universe, the Broccoli, the Hyperdrive Core, and all those many, many things that are left hanging for the developers to explain in future chapters and developments of Breathedge. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, whenever that may be, that's Vidania, comrades. That's Vidania.